What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning in the left side of the map in the blue color, playing as Thor. His name is Suppe. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Isis. His name is Flix, also known as Kimo. The map is... what is this map? Gold Rush! Gold Rush. And this is a Voobly 6.0 balance patch game. Gold Rush was added into the map pool, into the standard map pool on 6.0. So this one's going to become a part of standard play. After kind of testing it out on the in the tournament games, it seems to be a really, really fun map. I'm really excited to see this one actually in team games, to see what players are going to come up with where that's concerned. Because if they play 6.0, hit the random map, they will get this map one every, I don't know how many games, one every 15 games, one every 16 games, however many maps are in the random map pool. But we do see Kimo here on his Isis up against Suppe, who is on his Thor. And we'll see how things are going to go. So, what are the big changes here for 6.0 for Thor? Well, Thor is going to be researching his armory upgrades 50% faster. So if the copper weapons normally takes 30 seconds, it's going to be taking 15 seconds to come through. Now, this might seem like a gigantic, let me click this button, a gigantic buff for Thor, but in reality, it's around about 75 wood and the build time of an extra armory worth of a buff. Kind of, right? Kind of. Because if you have two armories up, researching at the same time, both of those technologies will come through in the same time it would take the first armory for them to come through. So it's not a gigantic buff for Thor, but there might be some very, very niche things we can see for Thor to do. For example, there's this timing where normally you would go to the heroic age, right? Normally you go to the heroic age and it would just be straight better. But now Thor's got the option of researching armory upgrades in the classical age at that timing and being able to get out 2, 3, 4 armory upgrades for that cost of what would have been going to the heroic age, which might be enough to hit a timing and get a gold staff as an option. So it's just widening the strategic pool of Thor. Isis, on the other hand, Isis has now got obelisks that are only costing her 5 gold. So that's down from 10 gold, which means that now Isis should, by all metrics, have a much, much nicer early game than previously. So Isis is going to be able to, instead of, well, right now this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 obelisks costing 50 gold, which is monument to the villagers, right? It's now only costing 25 gold. So that's going to really, really help out the early game for Isis players in general, who have definitely been having a struggle time on the in her games of late. So this should just be a big help for the early game. That being said, we're not going to see it in this game, but Anubis was hit with a slight nerf, 5-second recharge time on the jumpy Anubites. It shouldn't really change much. It's just going to mean that if the Isis player with an Anubite wants to jump in, they've got to really know where they're going, because they're not going to be able to just jump out straight away to safety. If there's a Herso waiting on a gold mine, for example, to bash said Anubite, the Herso is probably going to get a couple of shots off before all things get go badly there. As well, it looks like Kimo here. I mean, it looks to me like he's going for... what is he going for? I'm very confused. I'm very confused. His villagers are right all over here. Let's not look at that. Let's look at Suppe. Suppe going up through 4 SETI. So no real surprises there. For Freya on this in this matchup might seem like a great idea, but Isis has got a monument that can protect her wood line. Plus, the wood is all on the outside of the map. So there's really not going to be a whole lot of options where that's concerned. As we do see Bast through for Kimo. Kimo actually dropping that prosperity in. And it looks like he might be going for a fast second town center. His watchtower here also very much out in the open. Is the Pharaoh going to get brought off here to push these units away? That Sphinx can get healed back up, so no problems where that's concerned. But it looks to me like he does want to come and grab this town center. There are some balls on it. This is a very, very good 210 center map for Egyptian, for Greek, for Norse, for Atlantic. Literally everyone's got a nice second town center in this game. However, the weakness of the second town center is that you're giving the map over to your opponent. So if Soup wants here, what he can do is he can, as soon as he sees that second town center, he can just say, okay, I'm going to move my dwarves and start mining in the middle of the map. No problems there, because I know my opponent has to be playing defensive, and save the medium gold mine in his base for later as an option there. But we'll see how the game's going to go as the armory coming up here for Kimo. It looks to me like he's going to be attempting to go for a very, very fast heroic age here. His scouting, unfortunately, not the best. Only getting 4 cows on this map is not standard at all here. In fact, if you take a look at Soup's got himself 13 cows at potentially 400 food. You do the math on that. 4,000, you do it. 5,200, right? Is that right? I don't know. 5,200 food potentially around this town center is absolutely bonkers. He should consider in this sort of situation to get himself husbandry straight away, which he has gotten there. As the Herser going to come over here, drop the town center down. Looks like Soup's also going for a semi-fast heroic. He's going for Bragi? He's going for Bragi? Why do cows not hold? Cows hold 300 food. I thought they held 400 food. Wait. Cows hold 300 food? It says it here. It says that this holds 300 food. Do they start with more base food? Is that what happens? What's weird? There's got to be something. Oh god, I got everyone in the Twitch chat telling me different things here. I think they start with 100 food and they go up to 300. Hang on. Can someone confirm? Cows, Loggy is the man who knows everything. He is the knowledge master. They do go up to, okay, they have to go up to 400 food. I'm going crazy. Bragi coming through for Soup. Kimo over here, still not advanced to the next age. Actually having a real big problem here in this game with his Isis. He's throwing farms down before going to, this is not good for Kimo at all. Soup here, he's in the heroic age. He's probably going to be dropping a second town center here. He's taking his time on this one. Very, very strange. But we do see medium infantry coming in here for Soup. No hill fort just yet. Realizing he's got a little bit more time in this game than he otherwise might expect. Obelisk getting taken out over there. Villagers still happily eating up these boars as the Pharaoh is empowering this town center here. Kimo almost able to advance. He will have access to ancestors here, which is going to be a big, big help as Kimo's Pharaoh going to come over here and the troll battle board retreating away there. And now Soup is now going to be greeted with Kimo going to the heroic age. And the big question is, will Soup have enough army out to kind of stop Kimo from doing what Kimo wants to do? Now, Kimo, he doesn't really need to leave his base just yet. He can get onto this gold mine. He can put a Migdol stronghold down on this position here. He can take his time. He was on 2 town centers first, so his economy should be, by all metrics, a little bit stronger than Soup here in this game, though Soup does have the advantage of not needing to throw down farms. So you've got for a very long time. Plus he's still on hunt. So he should be still in front on the actual usable resources front. But Kimo doesn't have to think about building those farms again in this game. So we'll see how it all goes. Is the battle ball going to be coming through? A couple of priests already out as the battle ball gets sent back straight away there. Soup at this point. 1 hill fort coming down. Lots and lots of gold in the bank here. Does he have some armory upgrades as well? No armory upgrades coming in just yet. Houses getting thrown up in the center of the map. Suppe wants to hold this center of the map with all of his ability here, all of his strength. What is this? This is a crazy move here from Kimo. He sees the 2 town centers. The army going to be coming through. There are a handful of axemen out here as the Migdol stronghold taking a lot of damage as the flaming weapons gets dropped, and Ancestors Eclipse as the response. Pharaoh going to be getting taken down there by the Ulfsark, as the Ancestors is also going to get taken down very, very quickly by these Hearse. So look at that damage coming through. 3 hitting the Herso there, as the Scorpion Man does get micro back, keeping that one alive. 5 HP remaining there. Does get a little bit confused about what it wants to do there as the villagers pulling in here to start shanking down ever so slightly. Kimo's got no resources in the bank here. This timing from Suppe has done crazy amounts of damage onto Kimo at this point. He's still got this gold mine over here. He's only got the 1 barracks, or 2 barracks, excuse me. He's got 2 barracks, but he's not training anything at the moment. And we see Jarls coming out to counter those axemen of Kimo. Kimo is out of everything at this moment. He's got nothing left in the tank. And what else can he do? He doesn't even have a Migdol stronghold up. Suppe here, 80 population, pushing forward. And I'm not sure. I mean, we do see the Migdol stronghold coming up on this position as the Jarls coming through with the battle ball. Going to start targeting this one down to clean up 2 Migdol strongholds. And Kimo tries to finish it off, but this one gets removed as well. As Kimo now, he's got nothing left here, ladies and gentlemen. He taps out in 10 minutes and 43 seconds. A really, really good game here by Kimo. By Suppe here. Kimo, I'm not sure what he was trying to do. I'm not sure what Kimo was trying to do here. He had a perfectly safe gold mine over here. Migdol stronghold over here. Make your way up, grab this town center, take this position nice and easily, and then you're off to the races. You're off to controlling the center of the map. You don't have to get onto this gold mine straight away. That's not that important. I think Kimo's thought process here might have been, if I go for the center straight away, flaming weapons, if it gets clicked, is not going to be as brutal as if he waits on it, because obviously Suppe here is going to go up to 130 population. That's going to be a much more brutal to defend flaming weapons from a percentage standpoint. But even so, Kimo didn't have anything to defend himself. If Kimo had out like 10, 15 axemen, maybe the strategy makes sense, but 5 axemen, not enough here, as the battle board just clean everything up. The reason why I say if he had a ton of axemen out is that the Ancestors Eclipse would actually have done something, but there's just so many Herser out to clean that Ancestors Eclipse up that it just didn't do anything there. If you guys enjoyed this one, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.